Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live. And where in the world is Lee Pitts right now? As you know, we try to get all around Southwest Florida, and we certainly make sure we don't miss the outstanding events. And in the month of November, we have an outstanding event indeed on November the 18th. We are here at the Quality Life Center's The Power of Hope, their annual gala at Florida Gulf Coast University Center. Florida Gulf Coast University. We're in the Cohan building, if I'm not mistaken. I've been here on numerous occasions over the years and have always enjoyed covering the Quality Life Center. We're at the early stages of the reception and people starting to file in. By the end of the night, there'll be hundreds of people here for this outstanding event put on by one of America's great youth development programs and holistic family approach. I have some representatives here from the Quality Life Center. Of course, you've seen LaKeesha Allen on the show over the years. We call her Miss Keisha. And we're going to break in a newbie right here who's joining the show as well, Julian from the Quality Life Center. So let's get right to it. First of all, I want to thank both of you for taking time out tonight from your busy schedule to come on Lee Pitts Live.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, keep that mic about right here. Let's go over here and break you in, Julian.
Let's go.
You came in with a round of applause by the Executive Director of Quality Life Center, my good friend Abdul-Haq Muhammad. He seemed really excited about you when he talked to me, even when you weren't around.
Okay.
As the youth coordinator for the Quality Life Center. You know how huge that title is for that great program sitting on the corner of Martin Luther King Boulevard and Quality Life Center. Way. All right.
I know how challenging it is and how big some shoes to fill to try to keep up to the standard of the Quality Life Center. So it's some big shoes to fill.
How long have you been in that position?
In that position about a year now, year and a half.
Okay, so you've gotten a chance to get your feet wet. Coming into the Quality Life Center, what was your thoughts of what it was? And then once you got there and started doing what you're doing, what is it now to you?
So at first, I didn't even know that the Quality Life Center was in Fort Myers. I came across a post on Facebook that talked about a job, doing some leadership. I thought I could come teach some leadership for an hour or so. I met Mr. Muhammad, and you know how it is. Once you meet Mr. Muhammad, you get inspired, and boom, it went from there. So I ended up with a full-time job by the time I got out of the office.
And when you leave Quality Life Center, say 30 years from now, you're going to have a full-blown gray beard.
Yes, I'm going to be the Black Santa Claus. That's,
Because Muhammad will, you're right. Once you get around Abdul-Haq, it's lights from there. I met Miss Keisha, was it 25 years ago or so?
It was 21.
And she's still there.
I know.
We were standing in the doorway, and Muhammad said, "This is Keisha. She's coming down from New York, and this, that, and the third." You weren't even working there yet. You were just kind of in the door.
As soon as you get there, you start working.
And then the next thing you know, 20 years later, your daughter has graduated from high school, and a whole lot has happened in that short period of time.
My son graduated. He's in FAMU now.
And you tied the knot, and you've had several positions at Quality Life Center, which I'm so proud of. Why don't you do that for me as best as you can, kind of run through, your position. You started off as this and you...
So I started off as an academic after-school instructor, and then we moved into the new building, and I was the kindergarten teacher, and then we opened up a private school, and I taught kindergarten and first grade, and then I did tutoring, and then I started to run the summer programs, and from there I got my director credentials to be the preschool director, so we opened up the preschool. I did that, and after I got somebody to take that on, I worked as Mr. Muhammad's assistant. I worked as the chief operating officer.
Wow.
I did the performing arts director. Then I became an administrator. And in that role, I still kind of do a lot of everything, but having somebody like Jules taking on the youth programs, and I have Miss Jalissa who takes on performing arts. We have such an amazing team now that it makes it easy to have a lot of positions and get it done.
Inside or outside right now?
She's practicing with the students.
Yeah, because Abdul-Haq has certainly told me he wants me to meet all the new things.
I'll make sure you get them.
I did that on purpose, Julian, so you can hear the long opportunities that you can have with Quality Life Center, and to understand that it's more than a job. It's a lot more going on, and I'm sure you're going to be around for a long time. Ms. Keisha, will you please set the stage for me right now on where am I and what's taking place?
So you are at the annual gala, and the gala is Quality Life Center's biggest fundraiser. It's where we invite a lot of our donors and sponsors, parents, and potential donors who maybe don't know much about Quality Life Center to come and, take a glimpse of what we do. We have our teens, our light teens, which stands for Leaders in Training of Excellence, who host the event. We see the students perform. You'll get some inspiration speaking. We have a song. We have a huge finale with all of our dancers. And it's just sort of everything we do in 1 hour so that people can get involved and give and just learn about quality life.
Right, and I'm so excited to see the annual gala come back.
Mm-hmm.
And, we used to cover it for years, and then we had the pandemic and a whole lot of things, and now it's back in full effect. Shout out to Florida Gulf Coast University and all the sponsors that have been a part of this over the years and has made this possible, Lee Health and so on. And of course, Lee Pitts Live is the media sponsor here tonight, and I'm really excited about that. Julian, I said early on, maybe off camera to you, this is your first one. You've been watching things behind the scenes, and now it's going to actually come to reality. Tell me about your anticipation and what's been going on behind the scene with the youths.
Oh, it's a lot of work behind the scenes trying to get ready for the gala. I mean, it's been nonstop for like the last 2-3 months. Right after summer camp, we just keep it going, and trying to prepare for the gala. So it's been a long few couple months.
What's happening as the youth coordinator right now, and then we'll eventually get to the spring and the summer. Okay. What are you guys working on now? What are some things happening?
So the new thing is the Saturday extension program. So now we've opened up on Saturdays again. And it's not going to just be dance how it had been in the past. It's going to be dance, academics, STEM club, art club, and a leadership club as well. So that we're going to start. We already started that back in October 28th, but we're going to hopefully build some momentum and go into the new year strong with that.
Okay, heavy emphasis on structure, right? Doing things, not just lollygagging around.
Yeah, and beyond doing things. So what our intention is to create community solution teams. So we're going to organize the young people, connect them and match them with adults who are interested in different social causes. And the idea is to pass out a community needs assessment, see what the community needs to be able to specifically address those needs. And ideally be able to have those individuals that have participated in that survey become part of the solution and not just observe or just call out the problems.
Outstanding. What age groups are you working with in the youth program?
So we go as low as 5 and as high as 17.
Okay. And you have an after-school program in effect right now?
We do.
Talk about that.
Okay, so we have a program is based off the ACE model, arts, character, and education. And the idea is if you build strong character in young people, then they can become responsible adults. If through the arts, they're able to increase their confidence, increase their self-esteem, and basically learn to express themselves creatively. So it's like the best of both worlds. We have a strong academic component and a strong art component with a leadership program to be at the core and the heart of all of that.
What has been the response from the children and the parents to that program so far?
I mean, I think it's been amazing. With the teen program, we actually have 7 teens that are actually employed earning wages. So they go to school, they wake up 5 in the morning, do the whole school thing. Some of our students are doing dual enrollment, extracurricular activity at school, and then they come to the Q and they work. They help with our programs. They run our youth programs. They're in every department: logistics, front desk, food service. They're instructors. They're doing everything. And part of the goal is to one day for people in the community to go into the Quality Life Center and see the program run by teenagers, with the adults kind of standing back looking over.
Yes, that's beautiful. Even tonight, talking about run by the teens or running by the students. This program tonight, I think early on when I interviewed you about a month ago talking about this, you mentioned that generally speaking, the gala is run by the kids. Talk about that and the importance of that.
Well, we like for the donors to see what they're giving back to. And we like to tell people that you're not making a donation, you're making an investment. So when they're able to see the students that are able to speak in front of a large crowd or, just explain what we do here, when they're greeting people and serving, because everything they do at Quality Life Center, they're doing tonight. So they're going to be helping greeting people, serving, speaking, dancing. Mm-hmm. We have a team that's on IT, so it's just a glimpse of every time we do an event, we try to do a glimpse of what the Q is, and that's exactly what it is.
Excellent. Now, you told me you're no longer the art arts person. You don't put on these performing arts thing. That's hard for me to imagine.
Well,
but
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
you said you had another.
So I have help. I said I have Miss Jalissa, who is the dance instructor, who's taken on the dance component.
Okay.
So we collaborate and
Okay.
we get together on the shows. And I have oversight and I do help. I still teach, but she is the lead instructor now. So everything that's going on tonight was taught by Miss Jalissa, and I'm just so happy to have help in that area. It takes a lot off my plate, but I'm still passionate about it. So I'm still.
That's what I can't imagine you just like.
I'm not gonna
away.
put that down now. Now other things I might put down, but not that.
All right, you're gonna have. Generally speaking, every time I've seen the children from the Quality Life Center perform, they always have these cool outfits on. I'm looking at some of them right now. Do you like have a wardrobe at QLC, or every year you go out and create new things for new events?
Well, both. Anytime we order costumes, we wash them and, we take care of our things. So I have a costume closet where we have costumes from years ago.
Really?
And then if we have an event that we don't have a costume for, we order and we do the same thing. We recycle and use costumes, but we have grants, so some of our money we are able to purchase for the performing arts component. And then we also have parents that will help if we don't have the money to purchase, that they will buy their students' costume.
The cost for a student to be enrolled at, I might be using the wrong terminology, but what does it take to be a student at Quality Life Center?
So parents just have to come by and register. So, we're not just limited to Fort Myers. We have students that come from Cape Coral or Estero, Lehigh. The cost for after school, the regular cost is $95 a week. But we also accept 4Cs. So parents that have the Early Learning Coalition, which is subsidized childcare, they pay a majority of the cost for the students to attend. And then we have parent scholarships. So parents pay $25 a week, which is a reduced rate for parents because we understand that everybody can't afford the full price of it. And then we also have sponsorships where people will donate to sponsor a child. So if a parent can't pay, we'll tie them to a sponsorship.
Sounds pretty good. The power of hope.
Power of hope.
Back to you, Julian. The power of hope is the theme for tonight. When you hear that, when we hear that, what should people take from the power of hope?
That tomorrow will be better than today, and we have the power to make it so.
Okay.
Justice, freedom, equality, you know it. And it takes the people that are alive now to plant those seeds of hope in the next generation so that we can continue to pass that along. Otherwise, we could be doomed. So hope is the optimistic way of looking at the future. It's faith in the future tense.
How did this name come up, this title?
Actually, we came up with it back in April. We had a table discussion and we were talking about the theme and picking the colors, and we had a few themes and we voted, and this one. And ironically, in September, Hurricane Ian came.
Because I thought it was right. Go ahead.
And then we were like, oh my goodness, this is just so perfect, because after going through a catastrophic event like that, you have to have hope to survive. You have to understand that things are going to get better. You have to have faith. Even if you don't understand how it's going to get better, you have to believe it. Because if you don't have hope, then you have despair. And if you have despair, then that's failure. So you have to have hope. You have to be optimistic. And that's what we teach our children. We always say life is hard, but you're going to get through it. So they understand when something happens, it's okay. You're going to get through it.
That's right. The Quality Life Center has always come out on the other side, shining a special beacon on our community, located on the corner of Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard and Quality Life Center Way in the heart of Fort Myers. The community is called the Dunbar community. It's the largest minority community in Southwest Florida, and they've certainly been making an impact for 30 years now, making our community a better place and certainly focusing on our youths. Also, the Quality Life Center has put a lot of emphasis on working with adults. We'll learn all about that. We'll learn about the mental health component and all these types of people who are part of it, who will be coming over here, sitting down on Lee Pitts Live tonight as we cover the Quality Life Center's gala from end to end. It is called The Power of Hope. Keisha, thanks for coming over here joining us. Now I know I know you in your mind you're working.
I am.
Julian, good meeting you for the first time.
Thank you, for sure, brother.
Y'all meet me right here and bump those mics. We'll be right back, right here on Lee Pitts Live.